Welcome back to Let's Not Argue with myself and Mr. Sean Thomas, CEO of Go Vegan Philly
Yes.
Restaurant in Wilmington, Delaware, 607 Lincoln Street,
Yes,
North
sir.
Wilmington. Changing the world one bite at a time.
There you go.
Make sure you follow him on Instagram and all that good stuff. There's a lot. So I'm gonna get right into a whole bunch of different things because you've been posting a lot more lately.
Yes.
On your social media. I'm watching. I see you. I watch what people are doing.
Yeah.
I see you posting a lot more, and I like what you're putting up there. I like what you're doing. I know what you're doing. So it seems like with the restaurant, the response from the community is because it looks like the community is becoming more involved and reaching out to you and noticing you. Is that accurate?
Yes, very accurate. Yep. So,
have you had to turn away anything?
No.
Nope. Everything's been right in line with what you.
Well, let me answer that again. Yeah, just a few things. Just because I like to give every, like you talking about, like with the outside vendors that we bring into the restaurant.
Right.
Yeah. So I get a lot of calls about that. So I don't want to bring too much in because I want to give like everybody their kind of light and time and you know what I'm saying and focus on their products and stuff. But I want to give as many people as I can an opportunity, different types of people.
Absolutely.
So I'll hold people's products in there for as long as I can, and then I'll switch them out and bring somebody else's product in. Maybe kind of the same, just to give them some love and light, you know what I mean? Just to give them a start off, a place to start off, man. Where they can say, you can pick my product up also down Go Vegan Philly restaurant. You know what I mean? And all of our products, everybody we've ever brought into the restaurant, their products sell out within a matter of 2 or 3 days.
Wow, really? That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Now, if somebody wanted to get in touch with you to have you check out their product, just to have an opportunity to possibly have their products in Go Vegan Philly, how would they go about that?
You can email me at goveganphilly at gmail.com or you can call the actual restaurant to get some info at 302-543-4431.
There you have it. Now, if you need to hear that again, just go back to the recording and start it over. Start it over from the beginning.
Right.
And watch the whole thing through.
Watch the whole thing.
So today we received some sad news from the world of Hollywood. Actress Natalie Desselle Reid passed away today at the age of 53 from colon cancer.
That's young.
And very, very sad to hear that. You never want to hear somebody passing away. You never want to hear about somebody passing away from any type of ailment.
Yeah.
And somebody that that has the talent that she had. She was in some Madea movies. She was in Babs. She was in one of my favorite movies, How to Be a Player. That was one of my favorite movies.
One of my favorite movies ever.
How to Be a Player. But she passed away today, age of 53, colon cancer. And that is also what the actor Chadwick Boseman, I believe, I believe he had colon cancer, I believe, or was it prostate?
Yeah.
And it's believed, it's been studied that these things happen because of what we put into our bodies. And from what Sean, correct me if I'm wrong, partially what we're not able to eliminate from our bodies.
All about elimination.
So prior to the show just starting, you said that you're on a detox right now.
Yes, cleaning out my colon.
cleaning everything out. Even
cleaning the
though
colon, the gut,
you
and the
live the
organs.
vegan lifestyle, you
Absolutely,
still
I
clean out.
still cleanse. I still clean out. You know what I'm saying? Nothing's guaranteed just because you know you may have a certain lifestyle or diet, you know, whatever. Um, the Rostas call it livets because they don't like to call it diet because it has the word
Mm.
die. They call it livets.
Okay. Okay.
um, but still cleansing those the kidneys and the liver and the lungs out. You have to. Those are vital organs, vital, and they're very sensitive.
Absolutely.
And the foods that we eat are just like bombarding that system, are just like crashing that system. You know, those organs in your colon and things that can't recognize the foods you put in, so it doesn't
Right.
even know what to do with it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So it can't move it out. So what it ultimately ends up doing is damage. And this is where the colon cancers come from. And a lot, just doing some research, a lot of the colon cancer is stemming from coffee drinkers,
Oh
people who
no!
drink
Don't tell me
coffee
that.
heavily. Yes,
Don't tell me that. I'm not a heavy coffee drinker, but I just started liking coffee like a year ago.
yes, the coffee drinkers, man, the caffeine.
Really?
Yes, tearing the gut up,
Wow.
tearing the colon up. Yep.
Wow.
So
That's
a lot of coffee drinkers they're gonna end up with colon cancer. If you
so
drink coffee.
let's go back to the detox that you're doing because I know you're
Yes.
as people can tell you're on the move right now. I don't
Oh
want to
yeah.
hold you up too much, but you're on the move right
Nah,
now.
we good.
The detox. How often? Because we talked about this a little bit last week when we had
Uh,
our dot on, and we were talking about the vegetarian challenge that we had, and you were talking to us about detoxing. And I
mhm.
believe you stated that you often detox, but how often do you detox?
I try to detox every season, do a
Every
detox or a
season.
cleanse every single season to bring the new season in.
Wow.
We're
Okay.
going from the fall to the winter or whatever. So right there, I want to do one in the winter. Then I want to do one in the spring. Every season, I have to bring every season in. I do a detox or a cleanse, man, to flush that system out from all the debris from the season before. You know what I
And what
mean?
does your detox consist of?
So I'm on a black root tonic right now.
Okay. And what
Um,
is that?
So it's got like yellow dot herbs in there,
Okay.
sea moss, bladderwrack. It's got a bunch of herbs. I can actually tell you better when I actually get to my destination. Hopefully, we'll still be on when I get there. All that it
Well,
has
no
in it.
problem. Well, even if we're not,
Yeah. So you can
what
actually
does it
get this
do?
detox here from black uh, blackrouttonic.com.
Okay.
Make it right into act. Blackrouttonic.com. And this is an awesome detox, man. It's liquid. So sometimes I'll cleanse right here. I'll cleanse or I'll detox, with capsules, for like maybe like a 7-day cleanse,
Ooh.
a 3-day or sometimes 7-day cleanse, or even a 30-day cleanse. And then sometimes I do the liquid, which is about a week on those liquids because I'm only drinking like 1 or 2 ounce shots of it.
Okay.
From in the morning, I take 1 shot in the morning, then I take 2 shots, which is called a purge. It purges, the parasites and the mucus and stuff out of your body. And when I tell you this, mucus comes out of everywhere, man, and you feel so good, man.
Really?
Yes.
Even if you don't have a cold and it's still it's
Yep, it
coming out.
still grabs, you know what I mean? So, and that can fool you, you know what I mean? You can, not have a cold, but the body still be full of mucus and inflammation. So you want to cut that, you know what I mean, as much as you can. Um, and it's like, man, it does wonders for the system to reset it.
Mm.
That those filters, like the kidneys and liver, man, those filters, this keep the body functioning, at a high level. And once they're not functioning correctly, it can cause a lot of damage throughout the whole body when these things are not able to do their jobs and do their what they do, which is filter out the bad stuff. And then
And,
your lymph system gets clogged up and backed up. Now you can figure your lymph nodes, your lymphatic system. Let me see how I can put this to give you a clear vision. So that collects all of the trash. Your
yes.
lymphatic system collects
Yes.
all of the trash, right? But
Mm.
think of it like this. It's like the toilet. It's like using the bathroom, going to the toilet, using it, taking a dump, taking a piss, and that's what your lymph is, the toilet, collecting all of that. But the difference between the toilet and your lymphatic system is your toilet has a chain that you pull and you flush, and it all goes down and it goes away.
And it gets rid of
the
everything.
lymphatic system don't have no chain.
Okay.
It has no chain. But the chain is the detox, the cleanse, and the exercise, the movement, the sweating. This is what causes your lymphatics to drain out the bad stuff.
Okay.
So imagine people who rarely or never move their body enough to sweat, physical fitness wise, and people who never detox to flush that lymphatic system. Those lymphs are getting backed up. So imagine all of your friends, you have a Christmas party, your whole family come, all of your friends, they all use the bathroom and they never flush. What would the toilet do?
Oh my God. I don't even want to imagine.
All right. It's going to overflow.
It's going to overflow. It's going back up.
Right?
It's going to stink.
And now once them lymphs overflow, that overflows into your bloodstream. That garbage, that trash, that waste now goes into the bloodstream.
Everything that blood is waste is not supposed to be in the bloodstream.
Right. Okay.
This is stuff the blood is not supposed to deal with.
That's right. And the blood is throughout the body. So that waste, that bad stuff is going to the brain, to the liver, to the kidney, to the lungs, to the gut, to the colon. It's going everywhere. Hands, feet, knees, toes, back, everything. Sex organs is going everywhere. You know what I mean? So a lot of people, lymphatics is just not flushed. The colon's not flushed, the gut's not flushed, and then the lymphs are just collecting trash, and the chain is never being pulled to flush.
I think that's a great way to put it. I think it's a way that anybody listening right now, watching right now, definitely be able to relate with that.
Yes.
Oh, gosh, can you grab some 2 boxes of elbow noodles?
As we see Sean over here getting everything together. So that's how this live TV. You can't live broadcasting.
You feel me? Live, man. We live. We gotta let them see how it goes down.
Exactly.
I've been at the restaurant all day, man, just prepping for the week, and going to the restaurant stores and going shopping. I had my little cousin with me, just to show him, how it is to be independent, and show him that this is the part that people don't see. They just see the end result.
Right.
It's like with an artist, we just get the album, but we don't see the process. That goes along, the hard work, the sweat and stuff that goes along with it.
I think it's very important. I was talking to a friend of ours, actually, Dave, our friend Dave, the artist. I was talking to him about, we were talking about, the process, and how, people don't see the process. People don't see that I gotta, the stuff scrolling at the bottom of the screen there. I gotta type all that stuff up. I gotta spell check the graphics up top. I gotta put all these things together. I gotta get links. I gotta send information to you, send information to guests and all that. They don't see that. All they see is that we're on here talking. And a lot of times that leads to, and let me vent for a minute. A lot of times that leads to people coming to me and saying, yo, let me be on the show. And I'm like, all right. And here's what I always say to them. What do you want to talk about? And if they say, I don't know, well, you're not ready to be on the show.
You don't want me on the show.
You don't want to be on the show. You just see us sitting here talking and it looks easy, like we're up here talking about smack. But actually, you don't see the work that goes into it. You don't see the work when we do the 10-7 show on Sunday, what goes into it. You don't see the prep work that Sean puts into the kitchen on his off days. Or excuse me, let me rephrase that. On the restaurant's off days. Where he's got to get everything
I have
together.
no off days. I have not a day off.
Exactly.
And like I said, they don't see the preparation in me trying to gain all of this knowledge and reading all of these books and connecting with different people and resources and trying to get all of this knowledge to be able to have something to talk about when we're on air.
Absolutely.
And giving people the proper information. You know what I mean? Like we just said, like I wanted to paint that clear picture for you with the lymphatic system is be like everybody coming to your house to use the toilet and nobody never flushes.
And nobody flushes it.
You know what I mean? That's because that's what the lymphs is. So, somebody has to go do that work to be able to give it to the people that don't understand or don't know. So now they get a better understanding of what they're doing, in their life or with their body and stuff like that. So, we're not just on here, just like you said, just talking smack. Like we want to hit some good points and make sure people learn something.
That's the whole point. That's the reason why we're here. We're not just here to see our face. I know what I look like. I can look in the mirror. He knows what he looks like. Let me ask you this.
I ain't getting no cuter, man. I've been ugly. I ain't going to mistake.
let me ask you this. So, you do the cleanses, right? You say you try to do basically 4 a year. Let's call it 4 a year. Or do you do the same cleanse 4 times a year, or are there different cleanses
I
for?
try to do different ones.
Okay.
You know, like if I get one and I feel like it did me good, I'll go back to it again. But I want
Okay.
to change it up for the body so the body doesn't get used to that thing coming in and, you know, having that moment
Right.
where it might not work as good this time. You know
Right.
what I mean? So I want to kind of
Yeah.
switch it up and kind of shock the body a little bit with something new, you know, that and it might have different herbs and things in it that might hit different areas. You know, the last time I might have hit certain areas of the body, and this time I want to hit some other areas of the body. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And then also timing. You know, how much time do I have? Do I have 7 days or 30 days, or do I need something that can get me at 3 days? You know, 4 days. You know, do I have the time for the capsules, or do I just need a liquid, something I could drink back real quick and go? You know what I'm saying? You know, so all that plays a
Now,
factor into you know, my schedule and all that plays a factor on what kind of detox I actually choose that time.
when you detox, let me get a little personal with you here. When you detox,
Mhm.
do you have to stay close by a bathroom? Is that because the
Now
the
that's
thought the
another
thought
thing.
of a detox is like, all right, you're detoxing, you're gonna have to run to the bathroom often. Is that
hmm
is that necessarily the
Now,
case?
no, not at all. Now, all depends. You can choose that kind of detox where it's like a 1 day, you know, like I did this Green Valley. That's another good one y'all could check out. GreenValleyCleanser.com, GreenValley.com, cleanse.com. And they have a 1 day detox where you just drink that 8 ounces back in 1 day, and like immediately, like within the hour, you're like, okay, it's bathroom time. Like, you know what I
Okay.
mean? And you'll be running
Mhm.
back and forth to that bathroom all day. It actually says on the bottle, make sure you don't have anything to do. You know what I mean? But go to the bathroom.
Okay.
You know what I
Stay
mean?
in the
And that,
house, basically.
yeah, stand out because that stuff works. You know what I mean? But it's
Get the
so,
binge
it's,
watching something because we're
yes,
gonna have to you
yes.
ain't
Get the
going nowhere.
Netflix ready. You're at, yes. Get the NBA playoff schedule ready. You're gonna be on this couch because it's gonna be your couch in that toilet all day. But
Okay.
you know, it's much needed. It's
Mhm.
very needed. You know what I mean? So people get scared of that, like, oh, you know. So, you know, like I said, it depends. You gotta know what you're picking. You know, if you do have a day off and you say, you know what, this is the day. I'm gonna do this cleanse. I know it's gonna make me go to the bathroom, but I have nothing to do. I'm gonna be in the house all day and I'm good. You know, and then you got other cleanses that's kind of more gentle that, you know,
Okay.
just keep you to have you going, you know, just regular. It's not like a mad dash, like you gotta just get to a toilet so fast. Like, you know, they cleanse you out just gently, you know, within a few days or whatever.
Gotcha. So, um, I lost my train of thought. I lost my complete train of thought just now. But with with the cleanses, right? Oh, this is what I wanted to
Mm-hmm.
say. So one thing that people don't realize, well, some people don't realize, some people do, some people. I know at one point I didn't realize it. People that take like a daily medication, whatever the medication may be, people that
Mm-hmm.
take like Tylenol for their headaches and stuff like that,
Mm-hmm.
they also need to at least cleanse out the system, at
Yes,
least
of
by
that
drinking a lot
poison.
of water, by
Yes.
by at least doing that, because a lot of times those medications, when they stay in your body, because they're not completely all the way completely flushed, it's dissolved or whatever you
Right.
think may happen, they
Right.
stay in your body, and they basically turn negative in a sense.
Yes.
They turn
Yes.
into some negative. But if you're able to flush your kidneys, flush your liver, stuff like, get that stuff out, is much better for
Mm-hmm.
you. And one of the simplest ways to do it is to just drink a lot of water. Drink a
Yeah,
lot of water.
water is the greatest thing ever, man, because
Hmm.
that's
I
what
love it.
water's the only thing that it doesn't have to go through the digestive system. It goes
Yeah,
straight into the bloodstream. And
absolutely.
this is what drives sickness out of the body. This is why when you're sick, they tell you drink what? Clear fluids, water.
Yes. Yes.
Drink water, drink water, drink water. Even if
Hmm.
even a dog is smart enough to know. If you had a dog, you know immediately when your dog is having sick or having digestive problems or stomach problems. They won't eat. They might eat grass because green things help settle the stomach, but
Hmm.
they won't
That'll help
eat
them
at
regurgitate
all.
too.
That's
Yeah.
right. It won't help.
Hmm.
They won't eat at all when they're having those problems. You know what I mean? They just let whatever take its course before they go back to eating. You see them drinking some water but they will not eat anything. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So humans gotta be that smart too. Should be that smart enough to know. You know what I mean? But water is the thing that doesn't have to go through the digestive system. As soon as you drink, it goes right into the bloodstream and it starts to cleanse and clean and help you drive the sickness away.
And the things that you're taking, like right now, you're taking what was the black root tonic?
That's the Black Root Tonic. Yes,
That
they got
that also just helps the process.
www.blackroottonic.com. Yes, it helps the process tremendously,
Okay.
man. And this one is just a little more gentle, but it's gonna clean you out. It's gonna get you right and clean you
Okay,
out of
good.
there. I'm sorry.
That's a good thing. That's a good thing. And just for people that might just be tuning in, Sean is there. It's dark, but he is there.
Yes, I'm here.
He's on the move.
I'm about to
He's
walk
on
into
the
the
move.
light. You're about to see me again.
He's
I
on the
have Shay
move.
come out and grab some of those.
But we're here on Let's Not Argue. Make sure
Yes.
you join our community at 215. You text us to join our community 215-486-0335. It'll keep you in touch with everything that's going on here on New Tools Radio. All the entertainment we bring you, all the knowledge that we bring you. I was just talking to my financial expert last night, out on the West Coast. We're going to have that coming in the new year. We're getting that together. So, definitely stay on top of things. Hit us up 215-486-0335. And of course, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at New Twist Radio.
Yes. But I can tell you now, what's in those my Black Root Tonics.
Oh yeah, let's see what it looks like.
So I can show you. So this is it here.
Okay. I don't know why I moved over, but okay. All right.
Black Root Tonic. Now this is
matter of fact, you actually posted that recently, didn't you?
Yes. If you go on my social media, you'll see it.
Put your social media out there so people can see and follow and know what's going on too.
So you can go follow me at on Instagram at _ dope DNA. DOPE DNA _ dope DNA. You'll see me post things frequently like this. Now the Black Root Tonic has sacred bark, burdock root, yellow dot, sauce sarsaparilla, dandelion, elderberry, blue vervain. We'll take it back. Sea moss, and then a few other things, and then we got the purge, the one I told you that you take at night.
Okay.
Called the Black Purge tonic.
Oh, you taking that night, like as in like when you go to sleep?
Yeah, right before you go to bed. Yeah, some
Okay.
wild clover, some bladder rack in there, and a bunch of stuff I can't pronounce in there.
Okay.
But this you can find this at blackroottonic.com.
blackroottonic.com. Absolutely.
I sent LeVar in to get it, so I haven't. You can take it back and just get it. Yeah.
Well, it's very interesting stuff. I hope that people will go in and follow you on Instagram.
Yes.
You put a lot of stuff out. That's not the only stuff you put out. You put out a lot of different supplements out there that you use. You're not just putting it out there for when you put them. You use them. You have experience with them. You have researched these things.
Yes.
You're not just somebody that goes out
and just promotes a product that because right
that you might have heard about.
Everything you see me promote, I have taken myself. I know the effects. I know what's going on with it, and I wouldn't tell you to buy it or take it if it wasn't what it was supposed to be.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean, everything that I take. If I tell you to take something, trust and believe. I took it. I've taken it, or I'm taking it. As we speak. So.
Gotcha.
This was a good one. This is another good one for everybody to get into. www.blackroottonic.com. You can find some things there. It got quite a few products to offer. So,
well, once again, we want to give another rest in peace shout out to actress Natalie Desselle Reid. She was also on Eve. I forgot she played on Eve too.
And my thing, my thing with situations like this is, these when people die like that and things like that, these are more like lessons for the living.
Yes.
These are lessons for the living.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So you're supposed to learn from this and say, okay, so how long can we sit back and see people pass away from things, and we just continue the same lifestyle and think that somehow we're special and the universe is going to overlook us with that sickness. Like,
See, in your teens and your 20s, you feel like you're invincible.
right. Yeah,
And in your 30s, that's when you start to realize you're not.
I understand. The last thing to
Yeah.
show up on the tree is the fruit.
Mhm.
Last thing to show up on the tree is the fruit. So just because it ain't today, it's coming down the road.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So
take
don't
care of
think,
it
oh,
now.
well, I'm good. I can eat whatever I want. I feel great. Nothing wrong with my body. Everything's working perfectly. And I'm always like, okay, player. Okay.
I feel
Okay,
like you said that to me this summer in your head. I feel like when we was on our trip this summer, my wife got on me for eating something. I feel like you was in the back seat, like, okay, player.
Okay. Okay.
Because
It's
she was getting on me, and you was like, I heard you back there. I said, both of y'all shut up. Y'all
I'm
leave me
telling you,
alone.
man, you know what I mean?
But it didn't fall on deaf ears, either one.
No,
Like I
that's
try
the-
to. I don't think
that's
she
the
believes
important
me,
part.
but it doesn't fall on deaf ears.
That's
Like,
the
I pay
important part.
attention. I pay
Don't let
attention.
it, right. Don't not let that fall on deaf ears, man. And you just gotta take action and do something about it, because we're not far. I'm 40, so
I'll be
on
there next year.
I'm at this halftime for me. I only got 2 more quarters left. You know what I mean?
Okay.
You got 4 quarters. You got age 1 to 20, age 20 to 40, 40 to 60, and 60 to 80.
After that,
Anything
it's
you
overtime.
get after that is a nice little bit of overtime.
Right, it's
You
bonus.
know what I mean?
Bonus
But, man,
ball.
I'm halfway there. You know what I mean? So, you can't just be doing the same old things that you did from 1 to 20 years old, and you're doing the same things from that to 20 to 40 and 40. You know what I mean? You gotta graduate, even with knowledge. You never really graduate. You just graduate to a new school of thought.
Absolutely.
You know what I
Absolutely.
mean? So, I can't just be doing that same old type of damage, eating the same old type of things I was eating when I was 15 or 19 or 22. You know what I mean? I'm 40 years old. Like, that stuff, man, you can't do that to the system. You got away with it because you were young. The body was still fresh and brand new.
Absolutely. Yeah. We're kind of at the age now where I've noticed, like, I laugh because it's funny, because I think about when I was younger and I used to be like, but we're at the age now where sometimes you can gauge what you should and shouldn't be eat. Well, what you shouldn't eat because of how your body reacts to it. Like,
Right.
for me, I was a big cereal eater growing up. I mean, every day after school, I'm coming home. First thing I do is eat a bowl of cereal. Right. I can't really do that the same now like I would then. Like, I would 3 bowls of cereal was nothing then.
Oh, me and you both.
Can't do it now. Can't do it now.
Captain Crunch, Cinnamon
What?
Toast Crunch, all that.
Man,
Crunch
listen.
berries, all that.
Top of your mouth be all cut up.
Oh,
Yeah,
what?
absolutely.
I feel like I took a
Absolutely.
razor to this. You feel me?
But you kept eating it though.
I kept
Can't
eating it,
beat
you know what I mean? And
But now,
and,
now I eat it without the milk.
you feel me? And that's
do it
just
without
from,
milk.
being raised, I hate to say wrong, but just a lot of wrong just ways.
Well, let's talk about that.
Mhm.
Let's talk about that briefly, because I'm gonna let you go. We're gonna wrap up.
Yep.
To say we're being raised wrong, I wouldn't want to say wrong, but I know what you're saying, because you're right.
That's why I say,
right?
I don't want you to use that word, but
we're
just
raised
for the
in
sake of the
we're
conversation.
raised in tradition.
There you go.
You're raised in tradition. I was having this conversation earlier. We're talking about the Christmas tradition.
And okay, say I like
have.
that word. So to tradition and traditionally, the tradition hasn't done us much of any good.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So we got to pay, attention to that, because, your education was how your mom brought you up. And now you have to look back on that and say, okay, what were the traditional things that didn't benefit me? Didn't benefit us, didn't benefit her, didn't benefit grandmom, it didn't benefit me. So now that I have children, I have to start removing some of these things for the sake of their future.
Right.
For the sake of their health and health mentally, physically, and all that, spiritually, I have to start removing some things that wasn't good. The cereal tasted good, but we all know them ingredients, the 39 ingredients on that cereal is nothing you want to put in your body. You know what I mean? Along with cow's milk, so you couple that together, and this stuff is deadly. The people that make it know it,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and that's why they promote these things to children in a certain manner, you know, to get them to want these things and bother you about them when you're in the grocery store, you know what I mean? And you get them and it does nothing but damage. I like to say a child's first dope dealer is their parents. What's that dope? Candy, sugar.
Yeah. And you know what's funny? It's funny you say that because I was talking to my mom. So growing up, you know, I would get cereal, but my folks wouldn't put sugar on it. Right? You know how kids put sugar on their cereals sometimes. I guess they still do that. I go out to my grandparents, right? And my grandfather, you know, rest in peace, he fixed me a bowl of cereal. I'm real young. He fixed me a bowl of cereal and he put sugar on it, sprinkles the sugar on it. And my mom said, I come home and all of a sudden I want sugar on everything. Like they didn't give me sugar, but my grandfather did. And then after that, it was like, boom, I went to sugary cereal.
I need the sugar. Okay.
I went from Cheerios, the regular plain old Cheerios, to like sugar on everything. To sugar on the Cheerios, the sugary cereal.
You know what's interesting?
And hold on, real quick before you go. Sugar does the same thing, and people, please listen to what I'm saying.
Yes.
Sugar does the same thing in the brain that cocaine does.
Yes.
Except for the whatever high you get from cocaine.
Same spots in the brain.
Absolutely.
Same spots.
Absolutely. I forgot what the word is. Dopamine.
Dopamine. Yes.
Yeah. So, but go ahead.
Yes.
You were about to say something before I
so when you hand that child a Snickers bar or some type of candy, some type of taffy, that's you dealing dope, because sugar is the number one addictive thing on the planet. It's number one.
Absolutely.
It's not crack.
It's
It's not heroin. It's not what you think. It's not what they try to tell you in the media. The number one killer and addiction on this planet is sugar.
So
that's why that takes us full circle back to the beginning of the conversation with the coffee, the caffeine, the sugar.
Yeah.
Okay.
Caffeine is another very addictive drug.
Yes.
Caffeine is a drug. Before we go, I wanted to show you something. You know, last month I was on my vegetarian challenge, right? I completed it. I did my thing. Let me do this. All right. While I was on that vegetarian challenge, wasn't a vegan challenge. While I was on the vegetarian challenge, I went to a store. I'm not gonna put the store out there. They don't sponsor us or nothing. But it was a jerky store, a beef jerky store, right? Everything, they a whole bunch of beef jerky and stuff in there. And I bought some beef jerky. And I was like, I can't eat it now, but when it's done, I'm gonna eat it, right? It's still here. I haven't touched it. I haven't touched it. Like, I want to touch it really bad, but I just can't. Like, I can't do it. I just keep looking at the pictures.
You got to understand the relief that you have given to your body.
Yeah, and that's what keeps running through my. You know what? I had a conversation with Ryan after the show that we did, maybe a couple of days after, and I know that it took him at least 3 days to eat meat. Because partly of what you said the week before he was on, and what you said, while he was on, resonated with him. It absolutely did. And I wanted you to know that. But I just want you to see the type of jerky that I bought. Okay. I'm going to show you the pictures of the jerky I bought. Yes. Because I'm dying to taste it, but I really don't want to eat it. Right. So here's one.
Now, we have the vegan jerky, man.
But here's one. Can you see that? I don't know if you can see that. Alligator.
Yes.
Right. Gator jerky. Right. I'm like, ooh. Oh, so God. This is one I've had before when I was playing baseball at Maryland Eastern Shore. One of my teammates made this venison jerky. And let me tell you something right now. You taste it for 3 days. Now, I also bought an elk jerky.
Wow.
Okay. Right. Now, mind you, at the time I wasn't eating. So, but this is where it gets interesting. I thought I had one other one. I thought I had ostrich jerky too, but there was an ostrich. I thought I bought it. I guess I didn't. Okay. But here's where it gets really interesting. All right. And, so here's one. Here's one here. Kangaroo jerky.
Wow. Buffalo.
All right. And here's the other interesting one I saw. camel jerky.
What? You mean
I
tell
don't
me
even
they
know-
got jerky out of all these animals?
Yo,
I didn't even know. Wow,
listen,
that's
and
interesting.
look what I'm putting them right back in the bag.
Yes, that you're right. That's interesting stuff.
Interesting stuff.
That's
camel, alligator, elk,
Alligator. Yes.
venison, which is deer.
Yes.
Ostrich,
Kangaroo. What was the other one he had?
kangaroo.
Wow. Please.
And I just want to try. But here's the thing. I'm one that I don't like wasting food when I buy it, right? So that's one reason I didn't open it yet, because I know I'm not gonna eat the whole thing. But it's jerky, like you can't just like seal it back up.
Yeah, you gotta eat.
So I either have
You
to eat the whole
it.
thing, or I gotta
Right,
waste it.
throw
So
it
I gotta
away.
make a decision of what I'm gonna do. Because it's gotta be
got
at least
something to
like tasted.
Right.
Because. Well, I was talking to our friend Dave earlier, and he was like, "Yo, what won't you eat?" I'm like, "Well, I mean, I'm trying things." He's
Right.
like, "Well, seafood. You eat anything from seafood?" I said, "I won't eat anything, but I've had I've had squid, I've had octopus." He said, "Yeah, frog." I said, "Yeah, I had frog legs before." I said, "What I won't eat from the sea is anything that's like way down there that looks scary. You know, them scary looking stuff.
The
eat
creature from the
that.
Black
Probably not-
Lagoon stuff.
The things that look like they'll eat you. I don't want to eat that stuff. All right,
Godzilla.
but yeah, exactly. I want no monsters. All right. But yeah, just to show you, like,
Yeah,
here I
that's
am. What's today's date? 7 days from it, and I was
still
looking
there.
at it like every day. Like, all right, I'm gonna eat it.
Now you got to do one or two things. Now you either have to throw it away right now and get it out of there,
I can't do it. I can't do it.
or you can take a piece of each one
That's what I was thinking. Take a piece of each one.
and throw it and discard the rest.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
that's what I'm
Just-
thinking.
just-
I'm gonna
just,
do.
Just if your curiosity, you just want to know what
Yeah.
they're like.
Right,
You know,
right. And I
would
hope they're
say
just disgusting. I hope they're
cut you a little piece of each
right,
one,
like a little square.
little
Right.
square of each one, and then do your thing. But the rest gotta go.
And I might even video it so you can see it.
Yes,
So you can
please.
get a good laugh. I think I'm gonna do that. But look, I'm gonna let you go. We're gonna do one more. Before we pause for the new year.
Yes, got to.
Sounds good. We got one more that we're gonna do. But I want to thank you for joining us. Thank you for imparting your knowledge and your wisdom and your personal journey with us each and every week here on Let's Not Argue. We're going to get up out of here. We appreciate y'all for hanging with us. Make sure
Peace,
you
y'all.
subscribe to the channel on YouTube. Sorry, y'all. YouTube, and make sure you follow him on Instagram.
Yes.
Give out on social media. Give
Instagram,
out-
social media. The restaurant page is Go Vegan Philly. Go Vegan. Yeah, it's Go Vegan _Philly.
Okay,
on
Go Vegan
Instagram. Yes, and then y'all can follow me also on Instagram _Dope DNA. That's _DOPE DNA.
Got any music coming out, man?
Yeah, man, working on something special for y'all. So
Well,
right after the new year, I got something coming.
To reach out for me for a verse,
Yep,
I got
I know you got the 16 ready. Cause we talked last time.
I got
You
three.
said you had it ready.
I lost.
Well, I am
though.
though. I am going to invite you down to the next studio session for sure.
I'm there.
For sure.
I'm there.
For
I'm
sure.
with it.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
with it. Well,
Yes, sir.
please, like I said, appreciate y'all. Tell everybody I said hello because I haven't seen everybody in a while.
Yes.
So tell everybody I said hello, and as
Yes,
always,
I will.
there's a lot of things you can do out here in this world, but one thing you got to do is be healthy.
Yes.
Another thing I want you to do is have meaningful conversations. But one thing is for sure, please, let's not argue.
Let's not argue.
Take care.
Peace.